Well, I thought you were going to say, I remember you playing. Now I was going to, I remember back in the day we were on the radio. It's like, well, I'm still on the radio. It's the same show, just different. It's like, geez. Now, hey, look, you don't need to tell me I'm old. The gray in my beard tells me I'm old when I look at it. I don't need to know that. But, no, I do appreciate it. It's fun working with you, Kev. It really was. You're doing great stuff down in Santa Cruz, and you're grinding down there, and you've been doing a tremendous job down there. So it was fun to get to work with you. I've been, saying hi and goodbye when I walk in here, so it's cool to get to see you and work with you.
Yeah, great stuff, Tom, and enjoy the rest of your night.
Thanks, Kev. Appreciate it, man.
All right, let's take a look at our Kaiser Permanente Arena scoreboard. A full slate of action for you tonight. We will start in Orlando, where the Magic, who will be facing the Warriors next, got a nice win against New York.
Deflected and stolen. Magic with the steal. Ross into the front court. Knicks try to slow him down. Fournier three is good from the right wing. And the number of the game right now for the Knicks, 16 turnovers have led to 27 Magic points. Time out of the full.
30 points for Terrence Ross, leading the way for the 11 and 18 Magic. They knock off the Knicks 107-89, despite 25 points from Julius Randle. The Knicks had worked all the way back to within one game of 500. They dropped to 14 and 16. Now to Boston for our NBC Sports spotlight of the game of the night, and the Atlanta Hawks getting a big win in Beantown.
Trae Young brings it back up. Trae in the middle. Trae, oh boy, a long three. Good. You've got to be kidding me, Trae. 27 points for Trae Young. Hawks lead by 7. 100-93. Hawks up by 7. Now right side Trae. Trae fakes and drives. Bounces to Clint Capella. All alone, and he jams it home. And the Hawks take a 9-point lead, and Stevens needs a timeout.
40 points and 8 assists for Trae Young. Did it on 14 of 20 tonight. A double-double for Clint Capella, 24 and 13 for the former Houston Rocket. The Hawks win in Boston, sending the Celtics to 500. Sorry, R.C. Davis, 122 to 114, the final there, as the Hawks improved to 12 and 16. Another great game for Jason Tatum, 35 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, and a couple of steals, 22 for Jaylen Brown, but it was not enough in the 8-point loss. Moving on to Philadelphia, they got a tough task and a tough game from Houston, but the Sixers able to hold on down the stretch.
And now back to Joel Embiid, one-on-one with Cousins from left side, driving, spinning, fires with a fadeaway and in. Embiid is on the money here in the third. He's got 3 field goals.
He just missed out on a triple-double. Joel Embiid, 31 points, 11 rebounds, and 9 assists in a 118-113 win for the Sixers. Philadelphia had lost 3 in a row. They hold on to the top spot in the Eastern Conference, improving to 19 and 10. For the Rockets, they have lost 7 in a row now after a nice winning streak got them to 11 and 10. They are now 11 and 17. 28 for John Wall, 26 of those coming in the second half. He chased those 28 points down with 7 assists in the loss. For our next game, we go to Detroit. The Detroit Pistons had to come back, and then they needed one final stop against the Bulls.
Bulls lead by 3, 105-102. Here's the top side pull-up by DeLon Wright. Short at the buzzer. Bulls win. Bulls win. Bulls win a thriller, 105-102, as they came back from a 25-point first-half deficit to beat Detroit in a Motown meltdown at the United Center.
Of course, when I said we go to Detroit, I meant we go to Chicago. When I said Detroit wins, I meant Chicago wins. So it is the Bulls with the 105-102 win. The Motown meltdown, the call from Chuck Swirsky on Bulls radio. How about the game and the loss for Jeremy Grant of the Pistons? He is having an all-star kind of season, 43 points. But also 2 rebounds, no assists, no steals, and 1 block. Going for that triple-double, no assists, as Kanye once said. Yeah, he was 15 of 25. Well, a single-double in this game for him. Zach LaVine, another game, certainly having an all-star season for the Bulls. 37 points for LaVine in the victory. The Bulls improve to 12 The Washington Wizards have had a tough season. They were taking on a very good Denver team. None of that mattered as the Wizards were taking on the Denver Nuggets at home.
Westbrook, top of the arc, hands off to Beal. Beal at the point, top of the arc, 6-second shot clock. Beal feeds Lopez, right block, now right wing outside the arc. Bertans for three, and he's fouled by Michael Porter. Davis Bertans is able to draw the foul, shooting a three, and Davis Bertans, actually JaMychal Green will get called for the foul.
Second time he's done that on threes.
Bertans, 35 points on 9 of 11 from downtown. The Wizards win 130-128 to improve to 9-17 on the season. The Nuggets drop to 15-13. There was an overtime game in Minnesota where Indiana was to take on the Timberwolves.
Now Aaron Holiday moving to his right. Sabonis screens down the right side of the lane. Aaron Holiday to the goal, and he lays it in with the right hand. 15 points. The lead is 5. Minnesota takes a timeout.
And the win there for Indiana. They do hold on for a 134-128 win. In overtime, the Pacers get back above 500 at 15-14. Next, we go to New Orleans, and it was a nail-biter between the Blazers and the Pelicans.
Shot clock at 18. Blazers down 1. Dame takes off. Dribbles. Drives. He's bumped. He throws it up and banks it in. Damian Lillard has an opportunity for a three-point play as he gives the Blazers a lead with 16 and a half seconds remaining.
The most clutch player in today's NBA.
And it was Dame time in the fourth. 43 points and 16 assists for the Blazers. They defeat the Pelicans to improve to 18-10. The final score there, 126-124. The Pelicans dropping to 12-16 despite 36 points from Zion Williamson. And now to Memphis, where the Grizzlies were hosting the Thunder in a game that stayed in single digits for most of the game.
Back to Anderson, deep left wing. 8 on the shot clock. Anderson working at Muscala. Fires a 16-footer, knocks it down. Kyle Anderson, mid-range game right there, 99-90.
And the Grizzlies do win by 9, 122-113, your final there. They get 22 points and 12 rebounds from Jonas Valanciunas. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander having a nice season for the now 11-17 Thunder. 22 points for him. So that was a look at some highlights that we had from around the league, and we have one more final to give you, and we do get that highlight in for you. It's the Utah Jazz. They've been on fire as they were in LA to take on the Clippers, and even the Clippers couldn't slow down the Jazz.
Zubac turning, driving, spiked by Gobert. Absolutely eviscerated. Here comes Donovan on the push, crossing over, driving hard to the lane, hands to Rudy. Hide the women and children. He's coming high and hard with a right hand hammer. 20 for Rudy. Utah by 15.
The Jazz have won 20 of their last 21 games now. They got a 23-point, 20-rebound effort out of Rudy Gobert, the Stifle Tower, leading the way for the Jazz in a 114-96 win over the Clippers. They outscored LA 68-45 in the second half. That was a look at our Kaiser Permanente scoreboard. The Dubs made 18 three-pointers tonight, which means $9,000, $500 per Warriors three-pointer, will be donated to benefit local organizations and underserved youth as part of the Hoops for Kids program presented by Salesforce. Visit warriors.com/kids for more information. Thank you, Salesforce, and all participating sponsors. And your final score here tonight from Chase Center, 120-112, Golden State defeating Miami in overtime, erasing a 19-point second quarter to get the job done. They were down 15 at halftime. Steph Curry had a cold shooting night. It didn't matter. We'll take a break, and when we return, it'll be R.C. Davis bringing us home with more news and notes on the postgame show here on the Warriors Radio Network, presented by United Airlines.
To celebrate, State Farm